Hello there, people of the internet. So, this is a topic that I myself did not know for the longest time, so I know for a fact that there's a lot of new shooters out there who do not know about it, and as a matter of fact, I was talking with one the other day, which made me realize that a lot of new shooters probably don't know anything about it. So I figured I'd go ahead and make a full-on topic about this discussion. There's a bug on my rifle. It's a big bug, and it's kind of scary looking, so I'm gonna stay away from that rifle for a second there. But today we're going to talk about why there's a massive freaking spider on my camera. Get out of here, you. Jesus Christ. Freaking Florida, dude. Hold on. First off, hello there, YouTube reviewer. All rifles shown today are going to be semi-automatic only. No machine guns here. All semi-automatic. And they are in compliance with YouTube's community service guidelines. And the magazine we'll be using, thank you Kevin, is a 20-round magazine, although I only have 5 rounds in it. 20-round magazine, which is in compliance with YouTube's guidelines as well. But we're going to be talking about compensators versus flash hiders. And I don't really have a good example for a compensator because I don't really use them all that much myself, but I do have plenty of examples of flash hiders. And some flash hiders that also serve as compensators, so that is exactly what we're going to be looking at. Look at that. I have Kevin rolling up in my crib, my shindig. I'm trying to make videos here, Kevin. Go scream somewhere else, boy. Nah, Kevin's alright. He's a cool bird. What you doing, Kevin? Are you curious? He's curious. He's probably... Anytime I'm over here and I'm not doing videos, I have, like, something with me and I'll feed him. So Kevin might be over here looking for a handout. Hi, buddy. It's good to see you, Kevin. Man, you're feeling friendly today, ain't you? He normally doesn't hang around like this. You know what? This is just gonna turn into a Kevin documentary. Crikey, it's a peacock in his natural habitat. The majestic peacock can always be found 10 feet away from any Florida man. The issue is the peacock, the majestic hunter and ninja of the wild, could oftentimes not be seen, whereas the Florida man, loud and obnoxious, can be seen very easily from far distances. Kevin, real talk though, you're fucking up my shot. That's my range. I'm supposed to be sending bullets down there. You don't wanna, there, yeah, keep going that way. Keep going that way, and we'll be fine. Yeah, Kevin will be fine. Isn't that right, buddy? Kevin will be fine. Alright, well, hi everybody, I'm the Blind Sniper with my co-host here, Kevin. And what is on me? Get off me. Today we're going to be talking about compensators and flash hiders. So, this right here is an example of a flash hider that is literally made specifically to hide flash. You don't really notice it too much in the daytime, but like at nighttime and whatnot, a flash hider really significantly helps with hiding the flash of the rifle. And the flash of the rifle, what is it, Kevin? What is the flash of a rifle? I was hoping he was going to scream there. So you'll scream whenever it's inconvenient to me, but the instant I start talking to you, he's dead quiet. Okay, well, the flash of the rifle is like the fireball that comes down to the end of the barrel. If if it's nighttime and you and the enemies are in trenches, 100 yards away from each other, and it's dark and you can't really see where each other is at, well, let's say one of you decides to start popping off shots. Bang, 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 bang. Well, guess what? Everybody's going to see that bright flash coming from 100 yards away, and they're going to know exactly where you're at, and they're going to start lighting it up. If you have a flash hider like this makes the fireball that comes out of the end of the gun way less predominant, and it's much, much more difficult to see, especially in comparison to a rifle that does not have any of that. Kevin, no! You're literally in my line of fire! Damn it, Kevin. Now that explosion of hot gas that comes out of the end of the barrel there, we have learned to use that to our advantage, not just to cycle the gas system and everything like that, but a lot of times we will have something on the end of the barrel to where as the gas jets, it is directed in a certain direction, and that pushes the rifle in a certain direction. In this particular case, on this A2 style flash hider right here, you can see how we have holes on the top of the hider, but not on the bottom. That is so whenever you pull the trigger and the gases come out of this flash hider, they come out of the top and actually jet the rifle down a little bit to help compensate that recoil. Whereas on this AR, there is no such compensation system. It is all specifically just a flash hider, and there's no compensation system to pull the rifle downward like there is on this system. And although it is like very minimal, it's still noticeable. Anytime I'm firing a rifle that does not have this compensator style flash hider, it does climb a little bit more. Now, the unbelievable recoil of the 223 platform, well, that's a blatant lie. There's basically no recoil with the 223 platform, especially a semi-automatic, especially with the buffer systems that we have in these AR platforms, especially with the weight that we have in these AR platforms. There's not really going to be a lot of climb, not unless you're like firing this thing really, really quickly, which I cannot do because I just can't afford the ammunition. But unless you are, well, like I said, unless you're firing it fast, you're not going to notice much of a difference. But I have noticed a difference for what that's worth. Whenever I'm firing other people's ammunition as quick as I possibly can, yeah, that's whenever you start to really notice the difference in climbing with the rifle, whether or not you're using a compensated flash hider or just a regular flash hider or just a compensator in general. Now, some compensators will actually have gas-directed holes to shoot sideways and backwards. This actually helps with recoil, not really necessary in a 223 platform because this is basically zero recoil. But if the gun is being shot and the recoil is pushing the gun backwards like this, the gas directed backwards will actually help pull the gun forward a little bit. So as the gun is being pushed backwards from recoil, the gas is simultaneously going to pull it forward, and that is going to really lessen recoil. And on small arms like this right here, that's like very, very minimal. But get yourself like a Beretta 50 cal or something like that, where you have this massive muzzle brake on the end of the rifle to compensate for everything that is going on, for the severe power of that rifle, and it really significantly helps diminish the recoil behind that. If you were to take that muzzle brake compensator off, then boy oh boy, buckle up because you'll be in for a ride. Alright, that being said, where did Kevin go? Out of our range here. I figured I'd go ahead and I'd run these side by side just to see what we're dealing with. So this right here is the no compensated, strictly A2 style flash hider. No compensation on it whatsoever. I'm just gonna fucking send 5 rounds downrange as fast as I can. We're gonna see how much of a rise we have out of this thing. I'm not expecting it to be much. We're just gonna see how this works. I don't think I've ever compared flash hiders side by side like I'm about to do. And I want to see how significant the difference is. I know there's a difference because I've noticed it shooting them, but I've never shot them side by side. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that, buddy. Let's send it. All right, a little bit of a rise. I did notice a rise with that. Whenever I was shooting, I just kind of like let the rifle naturally rise, and I didn't try compensating and pulling it back down. I just shot, and as it rose, I let it continue to rise. And whenever I was done, I was shooting about a foot higher after that 5 rounds than I was whenever I had originally started shooting. So let me go grab some more ammo and we'll try it out of the compensated flash hider. All right, continuing my not very scientific test here because a lot of it is based solely on myself. Let's go ahead and set another 5 rounds downrange. This right here is out of the compensated flash hider. Let's see how much she rises in comparison to just the regular flash hider. This right here, like I said, is a non-scientific test and is entirely based off of myself and how it feels. Oh wow. Okay, all right. Way less climb. Like I don't think it actually climbed at all, honestly. That is noticeable, especially whenever you're like rapid firing or something like that. Yeah. Wow, I was not expecting that to be that noticeable. But yeah, it is quite a deal noticeable, the difference in just how much they climb. I never noticed how noticeable it was. My goodness, how do you like that? Now, I did notice with the compensated flash hider, I had a tougher time with windage while I was shooting rapidly. I could feel the gun like with the non-compensated, just strictly flash hider, I could feel the gun rising, right? Well, with the compensated flash hider, I couldn't feel that gun rising at all, but I could feel it jumping back and forth a lot. And I'm not sure if that has to do with the fact that the gases were pulling the gun down, but it was harder to hold in a windage direction as opposed to a vertical direction. Very interesting outcome. And that's just what I noticed. I mean, that's, you know, just, I stuck 5 rounds through each rifle, and I'm talking about my experiences with that. So it's not exactly a fully scientific test. You know, go out, try it yourself if you have the means to do so, and let me know what you guys think down below. That being said, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to check out my work. Definitely makes me feel good about what I do. I'm always humbled by the amount of people that actually enjoy the work that I do. And I mean, I literally just do this stuff anyway, and I figured just one day I'd start recording it, and now next thing I know, I got a YouTube channel that is doing very, very well with one hell of a community behind it. I love you guys. Glad y'all are around. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. What is that in my pond? I think that's a leaf from whatever it is that I shot down there. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Description down below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Go ahead and go check that out. I don't have anything else to add to this video. I'm very surprised at the results that we got here. Yeah, I kind of want to test it more, but I want a more scientific test. I'm going to do some research and come up with some ideas and probably do a follow-up to this video. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm going to go have some dinner and watch YouTube videos on compensators and flash hiders and things like that. I might get something to put onto one of these ARs that's like an actual compensator, and we'll see how well that works. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a fun time. Thanks for watching, folks. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. Since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. The poor man's Garen. Shame that bolt action shotguns aren't more mainstream.